When I started as a photojournalist, I started my first job as a photojournalist in Chicago in June 1969. Actually, my first day of work was June the 23rd, 1969. I came to Chicago from North Carolina, where I was working in a studio developing photographs for a great photographer. But there were no blacks I don't know of any black photographer at that time in a newspaper in North Carolina, not at least in the areas I was in. And I thought I could take pictures as well as anybody. I did everything. I was photographing Nixon, who was running for president. I was photographing the campaign and Hubert Humphrey and Nelson Rockefeller. And I had this front seat there, and I was photographing the movement of the Civil Rights Movement and the Black Panthers. And I would go to concerts and photograph different people. I was attending a seminar and I saw a judge who was from Chicago and had these great pictures of Chicago, and I went to him and I said, "That's nice, I really want to take pictures like that someday." He said, "Oh, good, did you enter the contest?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Where are some of your pictures?" I told him. He said, "How would you like to come to Chicago?" And it was like, yeah, right. The people from Chicago got in touch with me, and I started work there 2 weeks later. In those days and in today, the need for photography, the need for picture-taking people to light candles in darkness, not curse the darkness. And so in the midst of all the calamity, all the violence and unrest and death and pain, my focus now and as then was to light candles in the darkness. And more so now to flick the light within others, students in photography and humanity, that they too can light lights and be a lamplighter to the world. And as I tell my students, you do your part, I do my part, and together we can make this a brighter world. We won't curse the darkness, but we will light candles and illuminate the darkness. Getting people's trust is very simple. To recognize to someone that they are somebody, they're important. What the world needs more, and what a photographer must do, is communicate. Nothing can beat eye to eye, heart to heart, listening to listening, being there and asking a question, and the person know that, oh, wow, this person respects me as a person. I think people should know that everybody want to tell their story and everybody want their stories known. And it's like talent. It's not the idea to die with your potentials. People are not designed to die with their potentials. Well, people that have stories want to share their story. They're not looking forward to dying with their story and their history untold. And so when we're around people, grandparents or singers and things of this nature, we can ask them a simple question that will open the window of their memory, which is there, and it would open a floodgate of treasures of thoughts and memories. It could start by asking, "Oh, you just got to tell me about that picture on the wall. That picture's been there. I want to hear about that picture." And they would tell you the history of all the pictures on the wall. I mean, is that you in the picture? Yes, that's me when I was, I could just jump across a 4-lane highway. And then that story would open up the story. Everybody want to tell their story. Everybody has a song, everybody has a story. It's the journalist, it's the photographer, it's the photojournalist that sings their song. All eyes see, all hearts feel, the sunshine on all. Everybody needs love, and photography helps communicate that.